Good morning.
Friday.
I'm back.
Yes, welcome back to our friends here on Facebook, YouTube, and X.
Yes.
And Heather, yeah, she was off yesterday and I had things to take care of, so we took a little break from this.
Yes, yeah, I was at our annual partners meeting with National Weather Service in Gaylord, where we had to talk to all the meteorologists there. We bring in partners like Road Commission, Harbor Springs Police Department was there, emergency managers were there in that conversation, some superintendents just talking about this upcoming winter, what they're changing this year, and we can get into that too if you want to a little bit later. But yeah, some changes with headlines, and then we just got to talk about weather stuff. We did a weather exercise of a hypothetical event, which is my favorite thing because I'm like, I want a forecast. When everyone else is like, oh, if we call off school for this or that. And we had location-specific questions, which help National Weather Service kind of know what their thresholds are for what they need to know most. And they're going to be changing some graphics that will be easier to read, especially some wind gust forecasting, new products that will be out there for the public to use. So it'll be exciting. They're always trying to improve as an agency, so I was able to give them immediate feedback on what I need as a meteorologist here to make decisions before we go live too, because we do rely on them a lot. They have a lot more information available, especially with, when we're talking about snow, snow liquid ratio, kind of gives us an idea of like how much snow will fall, but I don't always have the time to really get into that stuff. And so they do a good job of telling us that too. So we're kind of giving them feedback on what winter weather products you really need.
Yeah, as we look ahead to the coming months and all that. And Heather, if you want to explain kind of what your relationship is with the National Weather Service, do you communicate with them every day, every couple days? How does that work?
Yeah, so I have a direct line of communication with them through our Slack channel, which is really convenient for me to ask them questions if I really need an answer right away. But I look at their forecasts. I do my own forecasting myself, and so I don't talk to them often. I really will just ask them, especially when severe weather is happening, some specific questions. But really winter weather, I do rely on them a lot to help out with a lot of that stuff.
Yeah.
And so we talked to them more frequently in the wintertime here, especially with their mock event that we looked at as an exercise as a group. It was a mock winter system that came in, dumped, hypothetically speaking, 10 to 12 inches, if not more, of snow. Behind that system, wind gusts and lake effect, which is a very common thing we deal with here. And so we were talking about that specific event, but we're also like, we like to know precipitation type. So if it is going to be a transition zone between that system and maybe there's going to be sleet and ice falling, what the timing of that looks like. And a lot of people talking about, because there was Mackinac Bridge Authority was there too, so talking about ice on the bridge, needing to know that. They joke that there's never a good time to predict when the ice will fall from the bridge. They get that question very often, which I didn't even think about, but people will ask that, and it's hard to predict that. So you're talking about all those things, but I don't talk to them every day. I check in on them when I need answers, but yeah. But I have a very good relationship with them. They are close friends and colleagues. We work towards the same goal every day.
Keeping people safe.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I love the forecasters there. They are a funny group of people. I had lunch with them. So a lot of jokes, a lot of weather jokes. Was giving the climate specialist there a hard time because he presented at 10:30 and NOAA released a winter weather outlook at 10 a.m. that morning. So he already had to come up with his own forecast using the climatological data, the same thing we have access to. But I'm like, did you just make something up, Harold? It was a joke. He didn't.
Yeah, there's so many different routes that meteorologists can take. Of course, broadcast.
Yes.
And more behind the scenes.
And that's what I talk about with the
and
older kids. Like, I have a lot of colleagues. One is in the River Forecasting Center, forecasting, if rivers are going to be able to handle the rainfall and if dams will be compromised. The hydrologist part of the National Weather Service too, but then there's a climatologist that we need that will sometimes work at private industries, like my close friend and colleague. She's in California working for a government agency that's not the Climate Prediction Center, but still makes products for climate change stuff, more focused on the tropical systems. So if you like tropical systems, you can do a lot with that. If you like day-to-day forecasting, which all my colleagues that are in those kinds of fields right now at the River Forecasting Center and stuff, they don't like the day-to-day forecasting like I do. It's a lot, the very different jobs, even though it's one big umbrella.
Yeah.
And then NOAA, you could work there doing so many things. A lot of research, model data, programming models, a lot of model work, always trying to make the model guidance better. But yeah, then there's just National Weather Service forecasting too. But within the office, in specific offices, especially out west, they have IMETs, which are incident meteorologists that will be deployed on scenes of wildfires.
Oh, okay.
So you're forecasting for wildfires, and the firefighters really rely on you to tell them when that wind shifts or when that's going to happen. And so there's a lot of different aspects of meteorology, not just day-to-day weather.
Yeah. Well, thank you for that explanation.
Yeah, there's
I know.
so many things you can do.
Yeah, a lot of people are fascinated by the weather, so
And
hopefully
all
that
of them are
answers.
fascinated with what I do, because this is so different from what the National Weather Service does every day. They're like, yeah, we couldn't be on TV. We don't want to be on TV.
Yeah, not for everybody.
No.
We're hearing from our friends and getting weather reports. People already answering the weather quiz, Heather.
Awesome, yeah. When I drove to Gaylord too yesterday, it was so chilly in the morning, and I left around 7 a.m. It was like frost everywhere, from basically Antrim into Otsego County. A lot of frost, but cool fall colors with the frost. It was a little eerie. It was a nice morning though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that drive because it's at peak. Like Gaylord is peak fall colors.
So pretty right now around northern Michigan, yeah.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. So I was saying, even during TV time, this is pretty much the last good weekend to see the fall colors before all the trees start getting the leaves falling down pretty quick here soon.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's gonna come to an end.
Soak it up this weekend.
Soak it up. It's gonna be a good weekend too. So we'll
Yeah.
get into that weekend forecast, because gorgeous weekend weather if you have any outdoor plans. So we're talking about that full moon. We woke up to a moonlit sky. It was coming through my blinds this morning, woke me up. So what is the October full moon called? Hunter's, fall, or frost moon?
And then Joel answering yesterday's question.
What was
What
Trevor's
even?
question yesterday? Let me look.
Gib,
Let me
what did he ask yesterday?
See, unless he used my quiz.
I can't remember. Gib doesn't remember either.
Oh, I think he might have asked.
Because Joel said answer for
This
yesterday,
one? Was
fall.
it? Yeah.
Oh,
What season are
yep.
water spouts most common here in northern Michigan?
Yeah, you're correct, Joel.
Yeah, I can reveal the answer and all. Because we use the same weather quiz, we have different versions, and I could look at the most recently updated, so yeah.
You got it right, Joel. Nice job.
Yeah, mostly due to the difference in water temperatures versus air temperatures. Yeah, that is 100% correct. Good job. Good job, Trev.
And I'm glad that Joel even remembered to bring that up.
Yeah, I wasn't even thinking about that. So, we're waking up still to cool temperatures. If you're just listening to us getting ready this morning, you'll need to bundle up, maybe remote start the car. Some spots could be seeing some frost on windshields if your car's parked outside. In those areas, being our typical cooler spots like Crawford and Roscommon counties, even Otsego, but 23 degrees in Grayling right now, 33 in Bel Air, 30 in Houghton Lake, 39 in Cadillac. Our warm spot is Beaver Island. So the weather pattern that we're talking about today is the quiet weather that will stick with us. And high pressure is going to stay right overhead today. Really no weather issues aside from the wind. So our wind will pick up this afternoon, and it will be gusty out of the southwest. We do have elevated fire danger in place in a lot of spots because of the gusty winds, but also how dry we've been. It's just not looking good in a lot of spots. So some spots are going to be very high fire conditions, others high. But either way, not looking good with the dry vegetation that we currently have. Dry weather will continue tonight. If you're going to the Friday night football games, we'll cover 3 of those games. But if you were going to a different one that I didn't cover, we can get into those temperatures if you want to know. But pretty much dry weather, even well into the weekend forecast too. Even Saturday's looking pretty dry. I think a few clouds north, not much to worry about. Saturday night, there's a very small isolated shower chance over Whitefish Point. I don't even have that penciled into the forecast because it's a very small chance, but just know that is a small isolated chance. If you are in that neck of the woods, you could see a light shower around. Friday night football forecast tonight, East Jordan at Frankfort. Kickoff is at 7, 59 degrees. End of the game will be 53 degrees and clear skies. Same story if you're going to Kalkaska at Kingsley, Grand Traverse County. A bit cooler though, 49 degrees by the end of the game. So you'll need to bundle up tonight. But when we talk about fall football, sometimes there's the rain chances or a rain-snow mix, and none of that will happen tonight. No weather issues. 61 degrees if you're going to Oscoda at Boyne City, and 52 by the end of the game in that clear sky. We're talking about the weekend forecast. And look at that, Saturday and Sunday. If I didn't tell you what day it was on the calendar, you might not even guess that this is October. So mid to late October already. Looking at 60s and 70s both days. Some spots Sunday, I wouldn't be surprised if we got closer to 80 degrees south of the bridge. Partly to mostly sunny skies both of those days. We talked about how dry it is, and I do want to show you the drought monitor. This was updated just last morning around this time. And I was here a little bit later yesterday when Joe was in, and Joe and I looked at it. We were both surprised by this just because we did see some rain, but it wasn't enough to make up for our deficit. So this is why we have the elevated fire danger, that severe drought from the northern lower lakeshore communities up through the Straits and the eastern upper peninsula, that darker orange color, severe drought conditions. South of there into the northern lower and the thumb, that tan color is a moderate drought condition. And then our southern counties are kind of on the edge of really depends on where you are, because we have that severe, moderate into abnormally dry conditions between Manistee and Mason counties, kind of on the edge of all those. So it really depends on location, but needless to say, it's dry. It's dry everywhere. Look at the whole United States. I didn't even have time to show this during the show. It's pretty impressive, and not in a good way. Just, it's dry all the way through Washington, California, Vegas. A lot of fire danger today due to how dry we are. 4-zone forecast highs today will be well above average. We're tracking mainly 60s in the eastern upper peninsula with plenty of sunshine, a lot of sunshine south of the bridge. Hardly any clouds around, maybe a few cirrus clouds in the upper levels. Not much to worry about. Maybe 70, 71 degrees in Traverse City today, 66 in Cadillac, Lake City, Houghton Lake, Roscommon, and Manistee. Tonight will be a chilly evening, clear skies, mainly 40s in the eastern upper peninsula. Similar story south of the bridge, but as per usual, those cooler areas will stay cooler tonight. Looks like closer to around 30 degrees in Crawford County, 39 in Kalkaska, 48 in Empire, a clear sky, 37 in Roscommon, and then 41 in Manistee. Our extended forecast, we're talking about that dry, warmer weather into the weekend. Warm temperatures sticking with us into Tuesday night into Wednesday. That's our next weather maker. That's our next best chance for rain. And that cold front will drop in late Tuesday and early Wednesday. We're looking at more rain showers around. I do think more scattered rain showers than anything, but we'll take any rain we can get in the forecast, and then those cooler temperatures into Thursday. Here's a look at the weather quiz, and then we'll take a look at our shoes today from Golden Shoes. Every morning we debut a new pair from Golden Shoes in Traverse City. And today we have some rain boots, even though rain is really not in the forecast. So it is, that is not helpful today, but the boots will be helpful in I guess a few more days here when we have rain back in the forecast. But a little cute tab here. I know it's hard to see, but it's a little floral printed tab on top. So
you'll need them eventually.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
But not now.
We'll get the fall rain eventually,
Yeah.
and then it'll be meteorological winter before we know it. No one's counting. Certainly not me.
Just meteorologists, yeah. All right, we'll say hi to, well, Joel again, but I thought it was appropriate to bring up his question earlier, but he's telling us it's 37 degrees and sunny there at the Pleasanton Patriots Pub. Good morning, Joel. Paula is watching from Boyne Falls. It's 41 where she is. It's going to be a bright, bright, sunshiny day, as she puts it.
You are completely correct, and it is finally Friday.
And Susan Lash Sims watching again from sunny Kalkaska, and it's 41 degrees. Mark watching from Fremont, Indiana. Good morning to you. 39 degrees and sunny. It's also 39 in East Jordan, according to Nancy. Happy Friday, Nancy. John is saying morning, and I think he's coming back to northern Michigan soon.
Yeah.
Mark L guessing fall moon, excuse me. Joel is saying 3 days of firewood, 1 day of concrete. I'm taking today off to ride the motorcycle.
Do it. Perfect day for it.
Susan Lash Sims guessing hunter's moon, as is Joel. Paul is guessing the same thing. Dave's watching from Breckenridge, where it's 30 cold degrees. Burr, looks like a beautiful day, and our baby grandson is coming to visit.
Oh, have fun.
Yeah.
That's exciting.
Time to spoil the baby.
Yep.
And Dave's guess is the frost moon.
Okay.
Nancy is guessing hunter's moon. Chris wants us to know that her in-laws are going to the UP for the weekend.
Oh, fun.
So
It's going to be a nice drive up there.
could be at peak, maybe past
It's
peak.
past peak in a lot of spots
A lot
in
of
the
spots,
Upper
yeah.
Peninsula. Yeah, I looked at a report. I think it was 2 days ago. Give me 1 second. It's right
Sure.
here. The eastern UP, past peak color, through Mackinac, parts of Chippewa counties, loose Schoolcraft County still saying peak color. So we're right on the edge. The further west you go, the western UP, closer to the border of Wisconsin, past peak color too.
Okay.
So a lot of those fall leaves probably on the ground.
And that's a live look right behind Heather there at Whitefish Point, looking over
I
Lake
pulled
Superior.
it up when
So-
you walked away.
So pretty.
It is.
So nice.
Yeah, you can tell. Nice day already.
Safe travels to the in-laws, Chris.
Yes, safe travels.
Jackie is with us. Hey, Jackie, it's 35 in Kalkaska. She's leaving tomorrow for a big trip. She's going to New Orleans, Heather.
Oh my gosh, have fun. I've never been. I've always wanted to go.
Yeah, same here. So she's going for 9 days. I think the trip she's going on, they're stopping in Nashville, too.
Oh, okay.
And she'll be spending her birthday on Monday. So happy early birthday, Jackie.
Yeah, happy early birthday.
And people like Joel wishing her a happy early birthday. Now she's hoping to get, pronounce it, is it bagnettes?
Beignets.
Beignets.
Yep.
It's a French thing, isn't it?
It's a French crispy pastry topped with a little powdered sugar.
Oh, yum.
One of the breakfast places here in town make pretty good beignets that are just so light and fluffy. You bite into them, powdered sugar everywhere, but so
It's
good.
worth it.
Yes.
And yeah, safe travels, Jackie. Have fun. She's going to try to chime in from time to time, but you're on vacation and it's your birthday.
Yeah, don't worry about us here. We'll be back when you come back. And unless you have a crazy weather question, don't worry about us.
We got my mom watching. She's saying happy Friday, Facebook friends. Port Huron was a bit chilly this morning, 40 degrees. It really didn't feel that cold, she said. It's supposed to be a beautiful weekend. Hope everybody has a fun weekend. Love the dress, Heather, and love the yellow tie, my sweet morning team, as she puts it.
Aw, thanks, Christine.
Thanks, Mom. Alice is saying it's 30 in Alpena with the sun trying to pop out. She's guessing hunter's moon. And Jackie's guessing hunter's moon. Joel saying go blue, go Lions.
Yes,
Sports.
go sports.
Yeah.
I was excited for football during the live show. Brendan going along with fun and friendship.
Yes, don't have much to add. It's just,
Yeah.
yep, there's a game. What's going on?
I don't even, When is the game Sunday?
Which one?
The Lions. Isn't it like 4 or something?
I don't know. Do you know, Gib?
I hope it's an earlier game because I'm going to be out of town and I want to be able to watch it when I come back. But if it's a later game, then bedtime.
Yeah.
It's
Can't
a
help
tough
you out
one.
with that one.
I was just, talking with Joe yesterday about this shift is just, it's a tough one if you like sports.
Yeah.
And he knows that more than anyone.
And Joel's still watching, so maybe he can help us
Oh,
out.
I got it right here.
My mom's saying hi to Bruce. I'm not sure who Bruce is.
Oh, it's a 1 p.m. game, so maybe there will be a rush to come back early and watch it. The Lions.
Well, have fun. Have fun watching. Thomas is saying, good morning, Brendan. Good looking suit and tie. Heather, good looking power red.
Thank you.
I wonder if he's back on the island. I think he might be.
Maybe.
Yeah, because he was asking the other day for that marine forecast.
Yes.
Susan Lash Sims wants us to know she got yesterday's quiz right. So nice job, Susan.
Nice.
Susan Q is saying it's 45. She's on her way to Frankenmuth to celebrate our twins' birthday.
Aww.
More birthday fun, Heather.
Twin birthdays are the best.
Yeah, you would know pretty well.
Know, and I also shared my birthday with my grandma too,
right.
so it was always a three-birthday celebration, three-person birthday celebration. We'd have one cake for her, and then one cake for us, or cookies, or whatever we wanted.
Yeah.
And then she'd always be, I mean, she would want our birthday to be crazy, great, amazing, and so she would be there too. It'd be more about us than her, but we would make it about her too.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was a
Share the
special
love.
lady. Yep.
Oh, fun memories.
Yeah, fun memories. It's crazy when you have twins already, and then when your twins have the same birthday as your dad's side mother. It's fun.
Your noni.
My noni.
Yep.
Yep.
Jackie's going to Frankenmuth also. Maybe they'll run into each other.
Maybe.
Perhaps. Yep.
I want to go to Frankenmuth before Christmas this year. I do that.
It's Christmas all year round there.
I know, but I want to go more towards Christmas.
Yeah, I can understand.
Yeah.
But that would actually be kind of fun going in like June or July or something.
Going in May.
Yeah, yeah. Oh boy, Christmas fun. Susie Q talking about sunny and beautiful conditions there. Guessing Hunter's Moon. Paul is saying good morning from Rogers City, saying hi to the team, including Gib and Paul. Yes, confirms it is a 1 p.m. start there.
Yes.
For the Lions.
Lions roaring at 1.
Uh-huh. Thomas guessing Hunter's Moon. Tom saying good morning. I just passed the, man, this is incredible, 50,000 mile mark as a member of the Cherry Capitals Cycling Club.
Oh my goodness.
Jeez, Thomas.
Gracious.
Congratulations.
Yeah, congrats. That's a big thing to celebrate. Are you going to do anything specific, like maybe getting a new bike, maybe new shoes? I'm curious.
Probably just going on another
Or
bike
maybe
ride.
going on a fun bike. I don't know. It could be any of those. I
Wow.
feel like you should celebrate that, though.
Susie Q is saying cute boots. Joel saying color is peak here in northern Manistee County, I'm guessing.
Yes.
And that looks like all for now.
Okay, well, we are talking about the moon. We've got so many hot shots. I was looking at Joe's email yesterday with him. 1,010,000 pictures of the moon. So we're getting a lot of those pictures as hot shots. If you have any other hot shots that aren't moons, we would love to see those too. Less moons, the better, because we get so many of them. But what do you think this full moon is called? It was completely full last night. It'll still be about 99% full tonight.
Hunter's Moon.
It is the Hunter's Moon, which it could also be known as the freezing moon or the migrating moon, per the Farmer's Almanac there. So here's your weather quiz standings. Apparently a decent week for most of us. Brendan, after his deficit, coming back a little bit. Not bad.
Tying things up.
So Brendan, director Gib, producer Sarah, all 4 for 5 this week. Facebook viewers, they're 1 for 5. That's all right. Susan chimed in this morning. Susan Lash Sims.
On the board.
On the board.
And then we'll, whoops, I'm kicking the shoebox here.
Oh.
We will be back here Monday at 4:30, and we're hearing from more candidates. As you've been hearing about, I've been interviewing candidates who are wanting to either run in the state house. Just talked with a U.S. Senate candidate yesterday. And so we are hearing from 2 more candidates on Monday. We'll share why they want to earn your vote coming up Monday morning starting at 4:30. And then Madison was with us today.
Yes.
Live. She's been very busy. In case you're not aware, she went on the Mid-Michigan Honor Flight.
All the way to D.C. and Baltimore.
Yes. Yep. And then she was with us in Traverse City talking about a spooky place, Heather.
A spooky attraction. So there's another spooky thing if you want to do one in Traverse City. She'll have that on the website and everything if you want to go to the Dead Ends on Spruce.
Yep.
It's downtown in Traverse City. I know some of you are local, some of you are not. You want to make the trip up, it's definitely worth it. But but she will be turning a fun story about the Mid-Michigan Honor Flight, some veterans on the flight. That will air probably on Tuesday.
And yes, yep, we'll have more coverage. And so you can meet some more of the veterans who went on this trip.
Yeah, hear their stories.
Yep.
There's a couple of special people she'll be talking to without giving away the whole story.
And then I'm trying to think if there's anything else.
Well, there's going to be fun friendship and forecasting 4:30 to 7 no matter what.
Yeah, exactly. Right, Gib? Any other messages for our friends before we say bye? Oh, and Dan's here.
Oh.
Is he going to fly the drone today?
Meow.
Maybe.
It's a little windy, Dan. A little windy.
Well, he can't go above what? If the winds are what, 22 or higher?
22 or 25-ish. So yeah, between there.
Dan, or what's your name? Gib would know. He's a drone pilot.
He's
what is
a
it?
certified drone man.
22 miles an hour. Or no, it's what's the maritime one?
Knots?
Is it 22 knots? 22 knots.
What's the maritime one?
All right, looks like we're all caught up, and hopefully have a
Okay.
great weekend.
Yes, enjoy your weekend. Have fun. Be safe. We'll be back here tomorrow, or not tomorrow, but Monday morning, or tomorrow.
I'm not going to be here tomorrow.
We won't be here.
And Heather won't be here. But our weekend team, Cody and Trevor, will be.
Tomorrow
and Adam.
They'll be here. All right, we'll see you Monday morning. Have a good one.
Bye.